stop to get gas and. Oh. Hard readable or. Go see the defendant. Time to go.
That's why you go to the, yeah, that's why you go to
Hands
that.
both ways that, slow down, speed limit, front hallway. On the south side, seems to be acting pretty.
I think it depends on the weather. I think it depends on the weather.
It's
Warmer today, it shouldn't have.
I didn't even pay attention to it when I came in. Did it? No big deal. I see. Okay. So on this first bank for HSA, who's that go to? Who is it for?
The same people that have insurance. Only. Yeah, find my notes. Very good.
So we put $250 in their account or?
It goes into their HSA account, yeah. It's like a little credit card, it only can be, spent on,
Right, yeah, I know what HSA, but how do we, I didn't know we gave them money on our HSA. Is that something new?
no,
When did that start?
when we got insurance.
So the 250 is for everyone that had a grand total?
Yeah. We only spend up to 700 or $70 per person. And a lot of us are 50, 30, 70, 170, and the rest are 15, 30. Oh my. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this if I can't get to it.
And I really like the Chapman room. The notes, stuff like that, the detail.
Oh, thank you. It's easier to meet for me.
Mhm.
How much does the police get for their total clothing allowance each year?
It's 13. I'd have to pull their contracts. I'm pretty sure it's 13. I'll check. Yes, that's what it is.
Thank you.
We're separately
Yeah, that's.
looking for 40, 52.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, got it. These are all,
Right here. The bottom and this one.
yeah.
Okay.
Just got it.
I had my hand on it.
That group's done.
You put a bit more line down, goes around.
Get a hold of some.
I would have rather do it. Was it 300 foot up there to the right?
Yeah, just about. He used, he said probably about 50 foot was left on the roof.
Oh,
It's been down here for the year.
Well,
It's just. Was kind of fun. To that thing. See, right here. But.
I guess I hate it back. We can have. We're not very strictly. Same.
We can, I think it's the same thing. Wait. I'm sure interesting.
What is this we get from calling them?
Water.
Huh?
Water.
Well, I know, but like, I mean, like what?
Oh, yeah, that's the. That's the.
Water slaughter. Or the dispenser.
So we're paying for a water dispenser
Yeah.
to have water?
Mhm.
When did that start? In October? It says October on here. I just didn't know if it was before that.
Mhm. Every weekend, I read. Philip, we maybe those.
Yeah.
They send it. One of the shops. This is a gate. We were like, chill.
No, work today. Did you work today?
Yeah. And 7 special needs children came to the museum. And they kept calling me Chuck.
Chuck.
So I didn't argue with him.
Yeah, you were Chuck all day.
Yeah.
Drive through.
I mean, it was like a heat. Oh, like just.
Yeah, and,
Yes.
I think it's someone who controls the flash.
Or something on
It's like something on the ground. What is that? I don't. I feel like if you guys.
No, there you. Good one.
Sorry. I don't know. That's appreciated.
As far as I knew, it
I'll call.
Excellent.
I don't know, there's my dog looking. What is?
There's that many still left.
I can really get started. So. I put them in small things.
And easier to keep track of.
Yeah.
You figured that out.
It is, always.
Mhm. Thank you. Put it on the, it lasted 2 days, the last time I put it out.
I'm hoping this is, well, we're gonna run until 1:31 no matter what.
Okay.
I was told to do it that way. Do it that way. I don't laugh at people.
That went that fast. Thanks. I need tickets.
Oh. Oh, you want stack them?
Can we sell?
You can, go.
You sure?
Well, let's say you're each shirt.
How many are there?
0.5 on each. Wish that was like a lot of cash, but no.
No, really.
Hey, there's a QR code over there they can scan and pay online.
Let's do that. Mark, let's scan that. Yeah, but we did. The barn is so pretty.
Really nice our first day.
So pretty. I'd love to have that in my house. It's cool.
First time you've been there?
Oh, no. No.
You're right.
They had my 50th birthday there.
Yes.
I like,
South, their chicken's out earlier. too.
their tenderloins are really good. But because they pound them as ordered.
Hmm.
I don't know how they take care of that. Cause it's small.
Mm. You don't even smell the food. They used to have a really cool men's bathroom, but they changed it. When I was in there, he sent me, it was like.
The trough.
Yeah, the trough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a literally like a stainless steel looking trough thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was. They didn't get rid of it, because everybody kept peeing in it.
But I mean. Yeah,
You know, some places like.
No, I don't.
trough,
No, I don't know.
they changed it. They took it away.
Well, they had a trough. So,
No. Never been in there.
All right, let's stand for this pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight and being with us at our meeting. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, and we'll start looking over the claims from November 6th to December 9th, which we pretty much just looked over. If there's anything anybody wants to remark about the claims. And if not, I'll ask for a motion to accept the claims from November 6th to December 9th, 2025.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made. I'll second. All in favor?
Yay,
Aye. Yay, whatever.
yay, aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
Did you want to vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll look over the minutes from November 6th, 2025 council meeting. Take a second to look over those.
I think I got two of the same, I don't have the November, I got two of days,
You don't have November?
no. Wait, hold on. Let me think this is-
November should be underlined, everything like this.
Mhm. I have two of this one.
All right, so do we have a motion to accept the minutes from the council meeting from November 6th? Have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. All right, that brings us to the guest speaker for tonight. Aaron Roberts.
Wallace and Foley.
All right, we'll put that one. Jeremy Wilson. Here.
Yes, fine.
Name's Jeremy Wilson, Utility and Streets Director in Connersville. Just, I emailed Amy last week about, giving her a brief description of what we wanted to talk about today. I'm not sure if anybody had seen that. We had our pre-treatment audit there in Connersville at the wastewater treatment plant as Milton discharges and we treat it. Our coordinator just kind of explained that there needs to be some verbiage in our, I guess, the interlocal agreement that we have that just kind of explains in detail if you guys have a larger user come online, who will be handling the pre-treatment of that. So again, my name is Jeremy Wilson. I'm going to pass it over to Erin. Let her talk about it. She is the wastewater treatment plant superintendent, and she deals with this at a larger level than I do and can explain it in more detail. If you guys have any questions, her or I will be able to answer that as well. So.
Alrighty, so we had basically an audit of our pre-treatment program. One of their sticking points was that we have nothing in our agreement that says if, like he said, if you had an industrial user come online, how would we handle pre-treatment? So the language that we've discussed trying to look at is saying that you guys currently are discharging residential waste to us. And that if that were to change, that you would give us like 180 days, in which case we would have to work out an agreement on who was going to handle the pretreatment. So that would give us plenty of time to figure out locally if you guys wanted to handle it. And then basically what would happen if you were to take it on, then we would come audit your program and how you guys were handling it. If you, as probably have very little knowledge of pretreatment, wanted us to handle it, then we would discuss how that would look for the agreement. So all we're kind of looking at, I mean, currently you guys have, I think, 2 maybe commercial users. Does anyone know what Powell's Paving would be discharging to you? Nothing. Okay. And then the convenience store, they do cooking, right?
It's all baked.
All baked, like
No fry.
no fried.
Mhm.
So we might just put in there that you have 2 commercial or one.
Got one. It's a school.
Cause Pal's outside of our, they're in the county.
Okay,
They're not with us,
okay. So do they discharge septic or do they not?
through us.
No, okay. So then we would just put that you guys have 1 commercial user and that way then it's stated. The commercial users does not put you into needing to have pretreatment. But that way then it's kind of covered and we say that we've discussed that there's currently no industrial users in this area and kind of just gets everybody on the same page. I think IDEM looks at it as they want people to make sure that there's some type of regulation if something were to happen because you guys aren't actually regulated by IDEM. So.
Are you gonna email that interlocal
Yeah,
agreement?
I can, if you guys should have a copy of the interlocal agreement. All we're kind of asking for is just to have added verbiage in the contract that we have already stating that, hey, if somebody comes here, hypothetically, you guys get a large industrial user, we just need to have something in there that says, we'll agree on 180 days or whatever that may be to let us know and give us time to figure out what we would need to do on our end to see if we can handle it. Is the sewer capacity there? Are we able to treat it? And things of that nature. So I'm sure there's another conversation that needs to be had after this one, but in brief, it's really kind of just a slim, hey, we just need to get some words in there that states to satisfy IDEM, our pre-treatment coordinator, that we've discussed it. We have a plan in action. We're going forward, and our interlocal agreement will just be revised to reflect 180 days notice from you guys to us and deciding who's going to do that pre-treatment.
Okay.
So,
Can
say
you send
somebody.
me a copy of that
Yes.
so I can get it to our
Yeah,
attorney?
absolutely. Yeah.
And do you have verbiage that you would be looking for, or would you be looking for me to put it together and then shoot it back to
I
you?
kind of already have it. Basically, they had sent us like, IDEM sent me a thing of what kind of language, but then there was this like caveat on the bottom that said that if it's only residential, we can get away with saying that currently you only discharge. Yeah, I think the line is like, if no industrial users are located within the contributing jurisdiction, the agreement should state no industrial users are currently located within the contributing jurisdiction and none shall be allowed to operate unless prior notification is provided to the control authority and a new agreement is entered into addressing implementation and enforcement. So of the pre-treatment. So
Yeah,
basically,
It's easy.
He won't say you feel free to have that. I mean, I'm-
so I think the only thing we were gonna add into that verbiage into like an amendment was putting 180 days. That's kind of what a permit for when I have to renew to the state gives plenty of time. If something were to need to be rushed or something.
Yeah, I would think if somebody's gonna build a factory in Milton, they probably would.
Yeah. But it was just like, she was like, well, how would you know? I'm like, well, you know, so.
Celebrating.
Yeah, you would know.
So-
You're just right there. It'd be all over.
I think they've had it happen in a couple of different communities where somebody built into a small community and then all of a sudden is discharging and nobody worked out free treatment ahead of time and now they're having sewer issues and now it's becoming, what do you do after the fact? And when smaller communities don't, you know, there's a lot that goes into a pre-treatment. There's monitoring, self-monitoring on the industrial person. On your side, it gets a little more complicated than just, oh yeah, we got an industry. So that's kind of, I think, what her statement was. She's now a little more worried about making sure that it doesn't go in and then it's harder if a place goes in and then you try to start pre-treatment without discussing it up front.
Yeah, the only thing that's ever gone in here been dioxide. That started from day one,
From your lift station.
and it was compared to what Conager was getting at the intake of that. We needed to increase the dioxide or lower the dioxide.
Yeah.
And that was set 20 years ago. Pretty close to that.
Yeah.
When the system came on and started.
So I don't,
Pretty much it. And I mean,
do you want us to like draft up that and just send it to you, or do you, how do
If
we
you already have the draft and you're just gonna amend it, just do that, send
We
me the amendment.
send an amendment?
Yeah, and then
Yep.
I'll just
Yep.
send
I
it
prefer
over.
that basically just because it's your agreement essentially. So I mean, I can draft something up, but it might not.
all the wording's pretty much there. We just kind of got to add the 180 days. So we can definitely put that together. I can email you.
Okay,
Then I'll share it.
perfect.
Any questions, comments?
Aaron's here.
Finally made it.
Okay. Aaron, you wanna take the floor?
Be glad to. Thank you all so much for letting me get on the agenda tonight. So as you guys know, you applied for opioid funding through the county, and you were awarded 100% of what you asked for through the police department. The sporting committee looked at it and the commissioners approved it. And so we have an interlocal agreement. I know Chris has already seen it, and I'll let you ask him if you have any questions about it at all, but I have it here and I just need the board to sign this, town council to sign this tonight, along with clerk treasurer, if you do approve it, so that we can get you your money through the opioid settlement money. That's why I'm here tonight. The main reason I'm here, and then I've got a couple other things, just besides this, once you deal with this, I'll be glad to let you look at it if you guys want. And there's the copies that would need to be signed. If you want to look through, there's, I think 3 copies there.
Oh, okay, all the same.
Yes, sir. And like I said, I know Chris has looked at that and he's, you know, he told me he's good with it, so.
Yeah, we actually discussed it. I think we discussed it at the last. Yeah.
Commissioners and council, on the county side have both signed off on it, so.
Do we sign all 3 of these?
Yes, you need to sign all 3 of
Sign all
those, please. Yes, please. So I think second to last page is where you
Yeah,
guys sign. There's a place for the president and then the
Vote
other.
first.
Yeah, you want to vote first to approve it.
So do I have a motion that we accept this interlocal agreement?
I'll make a motion.
Dwight makes a motion,
Did we discuss this already?
Yeah.
the interlocal.
It's 9,000, I can't remember the exact figure, from our opioid monies that we're giving you for your police department for cameras and guns.
It's like $9,200.
Yes, sir, that's what it is. Thank you.
It's in the November meeting with Matt. Matt also explained that the police department has received another 10K plus grant from Wayne County Commissioners. Matt presented the quote and then he presented the quotes. That
Okay.
we talked
So I'll
about.
second it then. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Jeanette. All right, did you vote?
Sure.
Motion carried.
So we have a scoring committee now with our opioid settlement money that we run everything through. And like I say, your application was ran through that scoring committee and the committee making a recommendation to the commissioners to approve your ask on this, and very happy to help. And like I told the scoring committee, like I told the other commissioners, I have a really a huge heart to helping any of our communities in Wayne County. If we can do that, I'm more than happy to do that, and I appreciate you guys doing that. So enjoy partnering with anybody throughout the county.
Okay, that one's signed, maybe.
And then once I get these signed copies back, I'll get a check, and then I'll make sure you guys get your check. And in the interlocal, I believe it does spell out that once your purchases are completed, that just report back to us and just let us know so that we can document it for the AG's office. You know.
You need to sign both of them.
Oh, you need to sign both of these. Does Jeanette sign that?
No, he hasn't.
You gotta give it
yet, but
back.
I was gonna sign with him with the school.
He's that one. I gotta sign him and he's gotta take them with him.
And I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm Aaron Roberts, one of the Wayne County Commissioners. So I'm good to see you guys. So
He watches us all the time.
I do. I watch your meetings regularly. So
It's really good to see you.
Anytime. This is really good, right? When I'm bringing money, right? You like that.
Yeah.
Now, the other two things is I know Commissioner Plaster was here, I think last month or the month before, talking about Wi-Fi in your park. And if you guys are if you're interested in that at all, just let us know and we'll be more than happy to get that ball rolling as well. I know we've helped other communities throughout Wayne County with Wi-Fi in their parks. It's an initiative that it came through the state that we're more than happy to help you guys with on that. If you don't recall what that is, I'll get the information back to you at some point if you need it. Just let me know, and I'll be glad to get that back to you. And then the last thing is, I know you guys applied for a grant here recently with the matching funds. And if there's anything that we can do to help you guys with that, please feel free to reach out. Again, I have a huge heart for small communities in our county, and I know it's tough for finances. And I'm sorry.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, we meet tomorrow, so if I don't answer, well, we start at 8:30, so if I don't answer, I will call you back. But please reach out on that, and we'd be glad to help you guys out if we can. So on that, okay.
What's their 3,000 account for like that?
Yeah, I think, Jeff brought us over an interlocal agreement for $3,000 for the internet in the
Was
park.
that the
Yeah.
three-year
For the
contract?
3-year,
Yeah.
Was it?
yeah,
Okay.
we've already signed that and turned it back in.
Have you? Okay, good. I'll double check on that then.
Okay.
So
Then just-
make sure. Yes, ma'am, I'll do that. So, but thank you all so much for everything you do, and appreciate you guys. So if there's anything we can help you guys with, we're more than happy to help you. I mean, just like everybody else, I mean, finances are starting to get a little bit tighter as we go.
Yeah.
Thank you for Aaron. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're welcome. We appreciate it. Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna move along. Is Eric Leonard here?
Yeah.
Cedric had the questions.
Hmm.
Cedric had the questions. Do you remember, let's see what's that? I think it was about if it was gonna be permanent down there.
That is just a, just,
Catalog picture.
yeah. So he was wanting to know where the placement was gonna be and then how, like,
On the property?
yeah, and then where that. Cause that's just a print, it's not the actual one, right?
You haven't ordered it yet, have you?
No,
So that's what the question was, is where
it's
is
gonna
that?
go on the concrete slab that's there. Cause there's a concrete slab that's there that I ripped the house down
Okay.
and, foundation. And, I was. Yeah, so if and when I put a mobile home
Cause we
there,
go this way,
yeah, this way.
Yeah, north and south.
Yeah. And the front door's gonna face this way, if and when I do it. Cause at this point, since I was gonna do it, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. If I don't do it, then, I mean, if I have to get permission from you first, but whether or not I get permission from you, if I do, I might change my mind in the future and decide later on down the line to put a house there instead, and then I'll get permission from you to do that too. But I was gonna go through D&J, but I've heard such bad things about them through neighbors, and I heard the town had, you guys had a lot of problems with them, and so, and I've read some bad reviews, so if and when I do, I'm not gonna go through them, that's from them, and so I'm gonna go through somebody else. You know, that's gonna be down the line.
So do you just wanna table this until you've made your decision? On put, and when you're ready to put something on the lot?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I mean, unless you want okay to put me, if it's okay if I put a mobile home there, then you say, yeah, it's okay if you put a mobile home there, then I'll come back, or do I need to have the exact?
Would you just be able to match these
It's gonna be
measurements,
similar to that, I mean,
just from a different
Square
manufacturer?
footage, you mean?
yeah. It's just me, so it's not gonna be some huge double wide 3-bedroom, I mean, it's.
Yeah, so basically this has has same type of plumbing.
Yeah,
You got one bathroom, living room, kitchen.
do you have this, Jeanette?
We had it in that orange gold one. Yeah, we've got one.
I can afford that right now. But I can't afford a house right now, a house would have to be down the line. And if I put a house there, I'm not gonna put that there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wait and I'll get permission from y'all. But if I get permission to do the mobile home, then I possibly next year or two, I'll do the mobile home.
There isn't any history in this, that we know of.
Quentin,
The one-
no history with issues up front, sewers,
As far
no,
as-
I don't know.
Not that I correct. I mean, the house has been.
Is it hooked to the server system, or is it?
Yeah, it's got,
Yeah,
yours got
It
water,
is hooked
it's got
to our-
electric,
yeah.
gas, got it all.
Everything.
That's why I bought the place. I was gonna hopefully fix the house, but after I started in the front room, it was really bad. There was black mold everywhere. There was, I kept getting a headache when I got in there, and there was raccoons living in there, a lot of mice droppings, a lot of bugs. There wasn't any insulation in the whole house. There was a gaping hole in the back of the house where a tree had fallen on it. The foundation underneath in the back had like moved and stuff, and the house was like, there was this tiny little heater, like a wood stove that was like not even working anymore. And there was bags, like diapers full of urine everywhere. That house was really gross, so I just couldn't do it anymore. Take somebody to demolish.
It was one of our blight properties.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When the fire department practice on.
That's what I wanted to do with that trailer and they won't. This paperwork. You gotta have that 4-letter acronym called IDEM. Very
I know,
involved.
so, no, they don't like to do that anymore.
So what? So what are we gonna do?
So this is 32 feet by
13.4.
13.4.
Yeah, it's not a mini house like you see on the YouTube. It's not, it's actually a real single wide. They just are making them smaller now because there's so many single people, I guess, in the country and stuff.
Yeah, I just moved out of a one bedroom trailer. So.
But they're really nice. They're brand new. They're really beautiful.
So do we need to give a tentative approval? And hold that for so many days,
Well, he said it could be
It'll
a
be a
year.
while.
a year?
It could be a while. So
If you want me to come back, I guess I could, because, I'm gonna keep
yeah.
cleaning the property up and stuff.
I would table it until you like come within like, when you get
3
closer.
months or something.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah, or whatever, yeah, and by then, who knows what 6 months from now, they might look different or be different. And have different rules and regulations, so, yeah, if you wanna come back when you're thinking about
So when
When you order it.
before you order it.
Yeah, before.
Because I have to put money down where.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get another printout of the one I'm gonna get
Right,
and then come up to the meeting that,
so cause this looks similar to what you're,
yeah,
would have purchased.
I was hoping just to get it okay, so that. But I can always come back. I live in Cincinnati.
So really, I mean, you don't really have to like be here, I guess, unless you provide, if you can email Amy a copy of it, or yeah. mail it or
I
email it,
can give it to them.
and then we can give her an answer and then she can like email it back.
Do you have any response to the D and J?
Mhm.
Do you? You don't think I should?
I've dealt with them.
I mean, I don't know.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Really?
I bought a mobile home off of them years ago
Did you?
and I didn't get burned on it. I got
Really?
more out of it than I gave for it, but you just have to ride them every step of the way.
But it's not him.
I read this. I called him
It's his family, it's not him though.
One of them is still on.
The son, I think.
Son is still.
Right, but I mean, back in the day, it was probably the dad.
Yeah, after Amy told me to come up here, I called him and told him I needed some stuff to bring up here to explain how I was gonna put on the property. She said, okay, I'll relay him the message, and I never heard back from him. I don't know. All right, so I'll get the stuff, and when I go through, I'll get the one I wanna really purchase, I guess, and then I'll.
The plan is when you're ready to put the house on a slab.
Yeah,
The slab is there.
yeah,
It's not.
Yeah, I know there's a slab there, but what kind of shape is it in?
it's in good shape. Yeah. Good shape. They already came out and looked at it. And D&J and like looked it over, the guy that sets it all up and said everything's good, they take pictures of it, and they're just waiting for you to come give them money.
So it'll be on like a foundation,
Yeah,
and the tongue will be taken off, and tire will be taken off.
well, I don't know if they take the tires off, but they put it on blocks and they tie it down with anchor straps, there's videos on it, and then they put the siding around the bottom where you don't see underneath of it.
Yeah.
Like the one across from the park,
Yeah.
there's a great,
Is it skirting? It's around the bottom of it.
Sure.
yeah. Yeah, it's not a motor home, but I do have a motor home that I am gonna park there, that I'm not gonna live in it though, because I own a motor home.
So table 3 to 6 months, come back in with whatever, before your installation, and then we'll go from there.
Sorry.
Thank you. All right, that brings us to the water and sewage updates. What?
We did leaf pickup last month. We just took the box off and put the plow on before the big snow came through. Unfortunately, we lost our box this year. It fell apart when we were emptying it the last time. So we just had to dump it. We're gonna dismantle it and get rid of it. we're gonna start thinking about what we're gonna use for next year, whether we're gonna build another one or ask the council for the funds for a used one from somewhere else. That way we don't have to worry about keep building one. We can have one. With the coal, we did have a couple water leaks. They're both going good now. Resolved both of them. And then, snow plowing went really well.
And then Sunday.
And then Sunday happened. We had a backup down by the lift station. Sewer main plugged up. Roto-Rooter came in late night, got it fixed that night. Nobody else would answer our call. Call a couple other contractors we usually dealt with. He said it was most likely that he didn't put a scope in there for camera, but it said most likely grease. There was a lot of baby wipes and everything that popped up in the maze yard again. So a lot of baking grease and a lot of baby wipes are still going down the drain. That was the cause of it, but everything's good now. And we got their yard cleaned up as best we could today with all the cold weather and everything.
And if I could add, we had to call Hartsel for remediation because our safety valve, the pressure was so hard that it pushed into the house, overflowed into our bathroom. I caught it soon enough that it didn't do any damage inside, but under the house, the crawl space, they're having to dry it out and come back and put new plastic and gravel down, and they're gonna have to replace all the ductwork that's under. So the last time that this happened, we added a rider to our insurance. The deductible for that is $1,250, which we will ask that to be paid because it's through no fault of ours. So when we get a bill from Hartsel and it goes through our insurance, we'll be submitting a bill.
But what's causing that, like, to happen? Like,
People are putting grease down the sink, toilet, anywhere they can put it.
Thanksgiving just happened, so.
It was probably ham and turkey, yes.
And then a lot of those disposable baby wipes, they need to stop.
They either need to stop or we're gonna increase, get a service fee, do something. Because they've been affected 3 times just this year. Who knows how many times previous years. I do know that Teddy and Quentin have talked about moving what?
That valve, or what was it?
Putting a safety flap.
Yeah,
at
the
top of the
flap,
driveway.
Backflow valve.
Yeah,
towards the road, so it won't get to the.
Yeah, that would probably be the best.
and obviously they can't get to that until spring, so.
Then what that'll affect, is more upstream. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, if they put that there, this is gonna affect people farther up instead of just
Here.
us.
This clog was on Mill Street. In front of the lift station. That direction.
Up close to the road, right? Up close to the road.
Yeah, those,
Not Main, but.
I would probably guess about 10 feet down Mill Street from the intersection was about where the fog was. So it was right there next to their hookup.
I don't know what to do with telling everybody multiple times, no wipes, no grease.
you guys have trouble with that in Farmville?
Areas.
Have
you can do is public education.
Yeah.
Ours is traveling a lot farther and I just don't think they should put anything like that down there because it's not gonna make the journey.
My husband wasn't home, but if I hadn't been home, we would have had the same flood that we had 14 years ago.
But he is right, if the backflow preventer goes in there, it's gonna push it downstream, so, maybe something of.
And we had one under our house, but the pressure was so strong, it struck through it. We're gonna have to have it replaced too.
So everything in that line is uphill though. The problem with their property, it is at the bottom of the hill. That's why they're the only one.
There's a
that get-
lag.
There's a low spot down here by the bridge.
be honest, I think that's gonna come out of the manhole before it gets up to that next house.
What we'll do in the meantime,
Yeah, it needs fixed, absolutely.
the clean out between the house and the road. This last time, well, from the last time when it, blew out and went across the yard, I reset the cap. But it's not glued. But I covered it up just like I normally do. We're gonna leave that loose. I'd rather deal if there's any issues going across the yard instead of coming in the house. Cause it was well close to $20,000-$30,000 first time. But the company that put in the sewer or the pump station paid for it.
So we need to think about how do we stop that?
Public education,
I don't know if you will ever stop it.
Well, you can't, it's unavoidable, but, and I guess it's easy, we just don't want to get down the river. Back in 14 years ago, it shot up when Paul Chu was still alive, when this happened. He pulled that cap. It shot 8 foot up in the air and it went clear across the yard, all the way down to the, I don't think it made it to the river, but
Flooded our house.
yeah.
So what Doug recommended was possibly, having somebody come in and do the maintenance on our lines. Scope them, clean them once a year, every other year.
But what we don't have in the line is like a blender or anything. I mean, you're not grinding up like chicken bones or anything like that goes into the system. Down here, we have places where we have secondary.
Yeah, we don't have a grinder pump or nothing.
Right.
That's another thing is we run the risk of messing up our pumps down.
Because there is some stations here in town that they had to put in grinder pumps. Like down along South Street and on
Here's right here
east side of Bang.
on South.
I thought you only had grinders at,
Lift station.
lift stations.
These are separate for housing. Like for instance, where Tackett's lived. Francis Tackett and them, they're on the corner. Their system was, they were downhill, but when they put in a lift pump, it actually had a grinder in it. So anything was laying there was getting ground up and then flushed into the system.
Yeah, how certain houses has grindage pumps in their house.
Yeah.
It just eliminates them because those would chew up the wipes.
Mhm.
So these were full wipes and.
Yeah.
And the last thing,
How long ago you don't know who's doing that?
I don't know, I can't answer.
Might
And you
need to
tell them
put
time and
reach
time
alert out.
again.
Send out reach alert.
I have to send a reach alert out every day. I've done it a ton of times. I've sent it out verbally. I've sent it out every which way I can. Do not flush wipes or grease down the drain.
Even by grade.
Yeah, if it says flushable, they're lying. Cause they're not. They're not gonna get, still gonna be full when they get to the lift station, if they make it. Can't stress it enough, but you can't, I mean, we can go door to door, you got dude wipes, you got baby wipes, you got any other kind of wipe in this house, you have to take it out.
That's the first time it's happened down there. We haven't had any blockages.
Well, that's only because that blockage happened is.
Well, we never had that.
Yeah, the other times it was the lift station failure.
Yeah, that's when we found dish towels.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff that day.
Well, we had all that in our yard back
Yeah.
there too.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, dish towels and,
And bonds.
yeah,
And fold the manhole
Tough.
cover out there. Right there at the bridge. There's some piping that got put in there. That actually. Sewage is running over that and it can actually accumulate. It's been that way. It wasn't that way in the beginning, but someone came through here and did some line boring. And it was right there in that that manhole, it was starting to accumulate. Eventually, it builds up, it will get flushed down. It's not flowing cleanly.
That's probably because it has ham grease, turkey grease, and wipes.
But accumulates like there over a period of time.
Well, and Clinton brought up a good, what I thought was like, well, that possibly could happen. It probably, as cold as it got, as quick as it got, it probably got down there and froze. You know, grease.
Just solid.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know what I mean, that how grease gets when it gets real cold, it just turns to solid.
Yeah.
I just can't stress enough to the community to stop. You're tearing up the stuff, it's your rate.
They can come break up our yard.
Yeah, yeah, they can play with poop all day long.
Please, I will.
We very much appreciate Quentin and Teddy coming and doing that today.
That was a quick response.
So we couldn't do it yesterday because of the snow. and the
Still
ice.
fresh.
Yeah.
No, we understood that.
All right, well, we'll move along now.
Yeah, but that's something that we need to discuss, either maintenance, 1, 2, 3 times a year, clean it out, make sure it's cleaned out clean. I mean, something's gotta give. That's
We're
fine.
gonna have preventive maintenance, I think.
Have you seen that manhole that Dwight's talking about?
The one that you probably opened to find this hole.
I didn't notice. I just, it was full of water. There's not much to look at down there, leave the ground.
I went to the lift station and the first thing I did was look down. And I was like, oh, I can see the basket, everything's good. And then about 7 o'clock that night, it hit me. Maybe there was nothing coming out of the pipe. Cause it's in here, I'm not.
It's in our yard and our bathroom
Yeah.
and under our house. And our bathtub was full.
Yeah, I can show you the disgusting pictures, so. So in between time, we need to really have a deep discussion about how we can do the preventive maintenance. Cause obviously the community is not going to stop. But I will send out, if I have to send out a reach alert once a month. The only other thing is a rate increase for damages due to wipes and grease. And that affect everybody.
That wouldn't be bad to throw that out.
Threatened anyway.
I mean, something's gonna happen. in the
Something's gotta
background.
happen,
You,
Because the now the
down
town's gonna have to pay the $12.50. I mean, I didn't do it, you didn't do it, you didn't do it, you didn't do it.
there. They did in your bus now.
Yeah, not that I know of.
We're gonna put in a new valve. And make them where they're maintenance. That ours is totally enclosed, you can't see it.
Mhm.
So periodically, you're supposed to full maintenance on them. So we're gonna have to clean out, so we'll periodically check that. But I'm still not gonna glue my cap
Right,
out there.
the one out by the driveway, the one out in the driveway, yeah.
That's also your warning. When we see it bubbling, we call you.
Yeah. As soon as I see Joy's name on my phone, I'm like,
This is 2 years in a row that it's happened in
we're getting
December.
ready to talk about stuff I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, I haven't up this summer.
So I was on the phone with Teddy. I had Teddy on one phone, Quentin on the other phone. Need you to come into town. They're everywhere.
Well, we definitely compliment quick response. You guys react to it, so appreciate it.
Thanks.
Still didn't help with cleaning it up.
Sorry,
Nothing.
sorry. That you were on. It's out.
We're getting good at it. Well, here, I just do what you tell me.
I heard that a minute ago. Here they are.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our law enforcement updates. Tom, are you gonna
So you all have a copy of last month's statistics, I believe, in front of you. Couple items to highlight this evening, couple items of note, and we've got, probably the record speed stop on traffic stop this, here last week, 115 miles per hour. 55 just south of town here, so that's, either tied or right at the record. That bad kid, was 113 or 117.
I don't know if the corners are one.
Um,
Is it the one
The
that
one with the
looks-
baby in the back seat.
That's the one I'm talking about that's tied with. I can't remember in my mind if that was 113 or 117. But yeah, so either way, it's record breaking, I'm sure, 115 miles per hour. Secondly, we had a felony arrest, a level 2 felony, which is fairly unheard of for distribution of methamphetamine. And that was a local warrant, that was off the traffic stop. Just a couple notable items of that. Anytime you take a level 2 felony off the streets, that's significant. That's, one item to say the least. So, just ongoing, we're out there doing our thing. I did want to mention, because Aaron's very quiet spoken about it, but I will tell you this and I'll be very quick because I know it's been a long evening already. From the point when we took over police department, law enforcement efforts here, the relationship with county was abysmal, to say the least. It just wasn't in a good place. Some of you that were around then know that. We've come to a point where this is the second time in a very short period of time that our partnership with county has resulted in money that has been reinfused operationally. That's not counting assets, that's just physical money that's been directly reinfused right back into the operational capability of the police department. That is huge for us, especially for those of you who've been around for a minute and know where the police department came from. And I use the words police department loosely. It is now a bona fide, dignified police department that you can be proud of as a community. And we're out there fighting crime. We're making good criminal cases. We're taking impaired drivers off the streets. We're doing all the things that you would want for your police department to do. So I'm proud of that. I hope you guys are too. But I will tell you, I say all that to say this: you can't do it without the strong partnership that we have with Wayne County now. So we expressed that to them recently. Amy, Matt, and I had an opportunity to present our appreciation to county commissioners here. I think it was last month. And, when I was there and we're all together representing Bill and talking about where that partnership is today, it's a proud moment. I mean, it really is, because sometimes you get lost in the minutia and some of the negativity and some of the things that happen that don't seem to be conducive to doing the positive things we're trying to do. Things like that are reminders of what good comes from the hard work. So Aaron, again, we really appreciate everything you all do for us, and look forward to some continued partnership. So
Thank you. Feelings we should thank you.
All right, this time we'll,
Amy, have we gotten paid by Purdue?
I hope,
Purdue?
yes. They, can we talk about that later?
okay, so now we'll talk about the fire department updates,
We don't really have a whole lot, a couple little things. So county commissioners also, as you know, we did the interlocal agreement for the radio program. There's been a couple delays more on the state side than on the county side, equipment issues, as far, not the equipment that we signed for, but the towers. I think they're projecting March now, roughly. But they were projecting December, and then they were projecting September. So we're kind of at the mercy of whoever's building the radio components for the towers, and the slow boat from China that they're coming on probably. Still waiting on the parts for engine 4 to finish getting that repair done. They're probably on the same boat. We have an insurance claim in on engine 4 that Brandon and I are working on. I don't remember what parade it was. Canal Days?
September 26th.
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Somebody decided to run into the back of the fire truck with blinky red lights. Parked fire truck. Took us a little while to get a copy of the crash report. It wasn't entered in the state system correctly, so we had some delays there, but we're moving forward with that. THL is coming to give us a estimate on that Monday, Tuesday? Monday.
That's for what engine?
Engine 4, the same one that's got to go there to get all the other stuff done to it. Back bumper was there. But that's gonna be covered under the claimant's insurance. It was not our fault. We were stopped with
Anybody even in the
5 or
truck?
6 other fire trucks. Nobody was sitting in it, and somebody ran into the back of it. Tanker, I've started looking. I've found a couple possibilities, but every time I've started to make some movement and get forward on a tanker, they are sold before I can make much move, because obviously everybody knows Ken's going through some family stuff, so trying to get a hold of him has not been very easy the last couple of weeks. But I think in the next week or so, plus we get through the holidays, again, we were told by township that they're gonna help us with that, but it'd be after the first of the year. But we had found a couple that had popped up at reasonable prices, but they've sold very quickly. So they're fast as you can find it. It's like playing whack-a-mole. Personnel, we're sitting about the same head count, about 13, 14 people on the roster. Same 6 or 7 that are always active. We haven't had a lot of responses. We had 4 calls last month. Luckily, no fires, mostly EMS. I think we had 1 crash and a vehicle fire up on the interstate. That's been a little bit rocky with the responses up on the interstate, so we've changed our protocol. We now verify with dispatch before we make entry on the interstate, because of the traffic jam. Sometimes we can't go eastbound or westbound in the traffic. And when the interstate closed, if the crash happens in the construction zone, we start Centerville or somebody from the east heading the wrong way on the interstate. We're working through that with county dispatch. Plus, they now have Henry County running overtime in Wayne County doing the construction zone to add to the chaos. And none of us are all on the same channels because we still don't have the new radio system. So sometimes Henry County is already calling for assets Wayne County doesn't know Henry County has. Henry County doesn't know Wayne County has. So we've run into that. And but this is part of it. Hopefully, once we get the radio system going, before they really get the construction going out here, they will assign all of us on a working channel then and there. But until we get the radios updated on the county side, there's work to be done there. We had a raffle. It only lasted a week. We sold out of tickets.
Did it last a week?
6 days. I mean,
Wow.
5 working days.
3 hours, maybe.
There was a gun raffle. What's the name of the gun store? Three Jacks that donated us the first firearm. We sold out the tickets in 6 days. They drew the drawing last night. Local person won it. Connersville, I think.
Yep, Connersville.
And then, so we bought another firearm and are doing a rifle raffle. January 31st. Try to raise some funds. And, other than that, I don't really, the station repairs, the HVAC company's coming the 15th to do the wrap of the problem that started this station disaster in the first place. And we're just gonna end up doing the state repair ourselves with the insurance money that Amy has. We set it aside and we're planning on doing the station repairs. Other than that, we haven't really done much as far as planning for 26 because we have no idea what our budget's gonna be. And also need to really emphasize on bringing up the ordinance on the fire hydrants before people start spray painting the brand new $3,000 caps, and we're not gonna be able to. So we need to.
They're right here. They're on my list of,
Okay.
can we go ahead and
So that's the other one was the open burn that me and Tom had talked about, maybe it was Matt, last summer, when people were burning stuff all the time, it wasn't so much for the fire validity of it and starting potential grass fires, it was more of the nuisance burning of somebody burning stuff next door, and they start throwing plastic and stuff on there. It's very limited what we can do, and we had, I think it was what, 6 or 8 calls like that this summer.
Yeah.
Usually, late night, Friday night, done drinking our beers or whatever, we'll throw them in there, and it's nice smoking down.
They've been signed,
Okay.
so they're in effect. I just gotta give them the book.
I didn't know that, so, but, knowing what next year's budget is, so we can start thinking about truck repairs and whatever else, just so we know, and that'll probably fall in line with the incentive plan. We really want to move forward with that, so that we're not just doling out the $400 to people that aren't attending. We built an attendance policy based at pretty much off Centerville, a collection of Centerville, Cambridge's, Everton's, Everton, one of them. Kind of made our own point system built off of that we want to put into effect first of the year, which will incentivize people that come and participate and help, but the people that we don't ever see, don't get anything. We have to give them their $100. I think it is $125 by state mandate, but we don't have to give them anything extra. So, kind of just a waiting point on that. The only other key piece of anything is we are going from every Monday night to 2 Mondays and 1 alternating weekend day a month for trainings and meetings. I think some of it's a burnout factor. And we'll actually get, I think, more training done on a Saturday or Sunday, 4 or 5 hours in the middle of the day than we do an hour or 2 every Monday night, repetitively, bang, bang, bang. So we're gonna try that for 2026 and see if that helps boost morale and people up a little bit. I don't think I have anything else to do.
I'm glad you got it.
Oh, we did get a grant from the state, IDHS, for new AED. So we got 1 brand new AED. We're looking at some other AED options to maybe replace the overpriced old ones that we have currently. Would all plug and play. So we are looking at some options there. Not a fast process, but
We could talk to the commissioners.
yeah, there's several options, but I'm looking at trying to do something. So like what we just did at the airport. Obviously much smaller version here, but we just put we just renewed 130 some odd AEDs at the airport, went with all one thing, and they're all internet based. So if Tom is out on a traffic stop and opens that box because he's got a cardiac arrest going on, as soon as it connects to the internet, which we could even connect it to his car, it'll notify us that, hey, his AED has been used, it needs to be serviced, or if the battery's low, or if the pads expire, or the list goes on and on, and they're pretty much self-maintained. We can even set it up so that it just reports, like when you park here, it hits the internet or the internet at the station. They're made by Stryker, they're CR2s, that's what we got on the grant. And the other thing nice about them is they're dual purpose, we don't have to change the pads. So if we have a cardiac arrest and we go to your house and it's an infant or a child, we have to change the pads, which are about $300. And once we use them, they're junk. So even if it's not a cardiac arrest, but we already opened the pads, they're junk. The adult pads are different. The new one, the CR2s specifically have, you just 1 pad and you just push a button, whether it's an adult or a child. 40 pounds or more, 40 pounds or less, and it's 1 set of pads. So there's a lot less maintenance, frangible pieces that we have to buy every 3 years. So we're looking at some avenues there. We're held up on some grant stuff with the bank that Amy's working on, getting some online banking stuff, because the bank, everybody we apply for grants wants letter from our bank to verify we're us, and we're us, and we're not a foreign subsidy or this or that or anything else. So, but Brandon and Amy talked about that again. It fell in the cracks there over the summer and stuff. But Brandon and Amy just talked about that Monday. I think it was Friday or Monday.
That's not, I don't know.
That's some people are gonna do.
I don't really have anything else. All the other trucks are tip top. We winterized everything, got everything ready. We had a water leak apparently under the station, but they cut a big hole in our floor and fixed that and fixed it. That's it. We got Santa coming to town 20th.
10. I think that's what the text said to Mrs. Claus. Right at 11.
And then I should turn that, yeah, start. Meet at
It's,
10. Start weather.
What day is that?
the 20th.
Saturday.
And we've still collected some money from some crashes. We haven't really had that many crashes. I think out of the last 3 or 4 crashes, we've gotten paid for 1 or 2,
Mhm.
then on 1 or 2, then have insurance, which is the norm. So we're still riding that way. We just haven't had much.
Mm.
Billable. Look, we've gotten called out for some crashes on the interstate, but they're not crashes like with the fluid and semi hits a wall. But they're not hard hits. There's Hmm?
Where you said that.
It's kind of weird here, like in Hancock County, whenever they closed it, they, remove the lanes, we had crash on top of crash and there were violent semis rolled over. Here, we just had a bunch of vendor crap
Yeah.
sit there for 3 hours waiting for a tow truck more than anything. I mean, we don't have the fluids leak in, it's just no issue.
All right, do we have any, council updates that we want to discuss? Clerk update?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys getting us on the agenda so quickly, and I will email you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Started.
This is the radio, so the. Which one is this? We should do one for the radio. One that's got it's got the time. Yeah.
But they don't, can we sign it?
Yeah, you
They
can
can sign it
Yes.
first.
Yeah, it can be signed in any order.
This is the interlocal agreement that Chris took with him and they added some stuff to it, I think.
So the original interlocal agreement did not have the township on it, it only showed the town. So I took it back to the county attorney and he redrafted it. This is for the
Radio.
fire radios.
So, on there,
We-
yeah, we already approved that
Yeah.
Okay,
back, we just.
we just had to update.
Yeah.
that verbiage, okay.
keep it in line. Did I give you the right one? Make sure that says town and not township.
This is township.
All right, there, flip it back a couple of pages. I'll replace that page in it, and there's one that says Town of Milton, Indiana, the town council and executive.
Oh, we signed for the town.
I was gonna ask you, has anybody, have you,
What you need to
have
sign,
they said anything about?
we were on the wrong page.
The tree removal? Have you tried to call them back? I found these today. in my
Yeah, those
phone.
are the 2
Oh.
quotes that I.
And this is on Cherry Street and Milton Road. Alright. Here's 2 quotes that Quentin has gotten for the tree removal on the one across from the well house on Milton Road and the one on North Cherry Street.
Yeah, the one down by the Little House, it needs done for the construction of the bulk fill station. It's just too big for me and Teddy. It's a big tree. We got the other three down, but this one is a lot bigger than those. And then the other one's down here, tight corner from the new park, the school park, area of North Street, right next to the road. It's getting old, it's starting to die off and things.
And this one has changed.
So Notch Way,
So we don't, I think that's for the township.
For the township.
yeah,
Yeah,
I had it
know.
right.
That's okay.
Sign it for them.
No,
No, so flip it to the town.
we did.
Okay. I need that. So I can find it.
Okay, yeah.
Notch Ways, mhm. For cleanup, drop only, no cleanup. For the Sycamore, and the Maple is a drop only, no cleanup, $3,000.
The cleanup, down here is because it's really close to a lot of houses, so I just want the insured company to take care of it and get rid of it.
But this says no cleanup,
Well, that means down here by the,
that's both,
yeah, there's two quotes. One, isn't going to clean up either one.
that's the one, that's Notch Way.
Yeah, they're just gonna drop them both. The other one is cheaper, even if he cleans up the one down here. Well, that gets it out of the way in one day instead of having to put a road down for 2 to 3 days while me and Teddy clean it up.
That's T&M Tree Service and brush removal, remove the trees and brush removal, is that added together, I mean. The tree and the
I
cut
would
down,
recommend them.
there's, for the Maple on Cherry is 800.
They're good.
The Sycamore is 1,300, that's if they clean everything up. If they just take it down, it would be 800 for the Maple and 1,200 for the Sycamore.
So which one, are you cleaning up one or they clean up both?
Well, if they just drop both of them, we clean them up. I forget which one was still more than if
Not sure.
the other one. So what I was recommending to her, and what I got recommendations from people around.
T&M,
Yeah,
T&M did mine, I would highly recommend them, I didn't have a leaf left in my yard.
No,
They're good. They've just done ours down through there. Real reasonable. We like them.
I'm gonna guess that they probably won't do it until the spring.
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to them. I completely forgot to bring this up last month and I almost forgot again. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah.
They've been waiting for a couple months, but they're not in a big hurry whenever I get back to them.
I think you can do it during the winter as long as they probably like the
I
ground
don't-
frozen.
They will.
Easier.
Just give them a call.
Yeah, the ground's, with the ground frozen, they can back their truck up without causing any like damage to the ground.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Right.
They bring the big truck. Worry about the ground, but we don't.
Right
Is
now,
that
usually,
a local company?
yeah,
Mhm.
right outside of town here.
They're both local. They both put it up.
Notch Way is the one who removed the tree in front of the school. Trees, those two. And then I'll know the other people.
They're the ones that dropped the thing on the light post.
Yep, that's Notch Way.
So this one's 800, is it 800 plus 800?
No, it's for,
Tire tree
yeah,
is 800 and then the other one 1,300.
yeah. And I say they cleaned it up.
Good.
That way we don't have to pull them. And they don't do it so fast. The tree was done in like an hour.
Well, it says quote total 2,000 to 4,100, so.
Not having you guys didn't want this.
I think it,
No, I don't have a copy.
I think it's putting these, it's
Together.
this is 2,000. And I think it's this plus this. It's 4,100 is the,
Full quote. We'll table it and you can call them. And make sure.
It's been a couple months since I've seen these quotes. I'm sorry.
Naturally makes me nervous. Naturally makes me nervous.
These guys are gonna be a lot cheaper than these guys, and that would be,
That's this.
With no removal.
drop only, no cleanup.
So this is 2,000, which just drop. This is 3,000, no drop.
That's just drop, no cleanup for both of them, is $3. That's cleaning up one of them is gonna be that.
I think that the quote totals is 2,041, so I think if you just drop, it's 2,000.
Yeah, then it'd be 41 if
If
you
we
clean them
clean
both
it
up.
Yeah,
So that's why I recommend they clean up the one on,
Chair.
Jerry, and then we can clean up the one down at the water. Or the water, well.
yeah, but. Oh,
And
okay.
then we wouldn't pay for
This one.
this one. We'd say that. So it'd be cheaper than the other company just dropping both of them.
Yeah, I like.
If you guys don't, do you wanna
Do
go?
you have those funds? Funds available?
Want to vote on tree trimming?
Sure. I'll make a motion that to take T&M Tree Service. And
We're gonna do the sycamore. We'll clean the sycamore, they do the cherry.
We'll clean this one up, they're gonna clean this
so the maple, right?
They're gonna clean the maple, they're gonna clean Cherry Street.
one. No, I think this one is the sycamore.
Sycamore's down there.
And the
Okay.
maple's down.
So
Tell us the street.
On Cherry.
I'm taking it. What's the address?
Okay, so the sycamore tree is
Mountain Road.
maple trees along Cherry.
Maple on Cherry,
Get real confused.
Sycamore on
Yeah.
Milton.
So
Tree.
to maple for them to drop and clean. To drop and clean maple and to drop sycamore.
And that's because that would have to close down that corner while we clean it up. And the last one we did took 2 days to get it all got rid of. And they'll do it all in one day.
The sycamore, if they drop the tree, will they grind up the tree limbs? And we-
Yeah, this says right here, it says-
That's what they did with us.
Price includes cutting down a maple tree along Cherry. Price includes shipping brush and cleaning up debris if requested. And price includes hauling wood away from project.
There
The
we go.
one down here, we're gonna be cutting down, or not cutting down, but cutting up after they get done dropping it.
Well, I was asking, will they grind
Stump,
they gotta trim it off first before they drop the main trunk? Will they grind that up?
No, with lichens, working in that area, they said they'd rather have something sticking out of the ground to get a hold of when they go to level that area out, so not to grind them down.
can that one, will they grind this one?
Grind that one down to the ground.
I take.
I got a motion.
She made the motion, I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carried.
Make sure you figure out which one belongs to what.
Yeah. And then I gave you
Here, I'll
guys,
do that. I'll just-
yeah.
And both coming down on Sycamore.
I gave you guys next year's schedule. I included big trash days, so did you guys finish that question on Facebook too? And I don't think that we're gonna run into anything that's on a holiday. So I think we're good to go. That's all I have for you, other than you all need free leave, I need $20 from all of you. For this raffle, for this gun. A
308.
Winchester XPR 308 bolt action rifle with a scope. If you don't have the money, I have a QR code.
$5, $20. Yeah, 24.
There you go.
Then there was something else we want, like I forgot, I was gonna mention, you said we talked about that in a few.
Pershing, we'll talk about it.
Oh.
Thanks. Somebody in my corner down here.
I even forgot what it was.
As I'm writing,
So now I'm talking, so that's how I usually take notes.
All right, do we have a motion that we adjourn tonight, or are we?
Sure. I'm not talking to you.
I'll make a motion.
Dwight makes a motion.
Right.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Meeting's adjourned.
Nice.
Oh.
Stop.